Today I'm headed to San Francisco's Bayview neighborhood for some boba. Now, speaking as someone who's seen the entire arc of the boba revolution, I am completely amazed that number one, the fad didn't die out in the 90s, and number two, it seems to remake itself every decade. The modern boba is more than just milk tea. If you go to Asia or hit up the Asian grocery stores, if you live here in North America, you'll see that boba is also ice cream and popsicles and cookies and cakes. This place that I'm headed to right now, Project Boba, has a milk tea panna cotta that is topped with the latest, trendiest brown sugar boba that I'm gonna go check out. So the business is operating out of this cloud kitchen facility in this very industrial part of town. So it's not the best in-person experience. Cloud Kitchen is one of the two biggest incubators of this ghost kitchen concept. Think of it kind of as a restaurant light. The business model leverages all of these delivery services for the front end experience. So this warehouse here is back end kitchen only. Back here, you can see it's a full warehouse that's been chopped up into a bunch of fully functional kitchens that are then rented out to restaurants and pop-ups. And this front area back here is designed mostly for delivery driver pickups, but you can also order and pick up here yourself. You pull up your order here, and then grab it over here. All right, we're gonna go to Holly Park nearby and eat it there. Let's see what we've got in here. Got your boba. And the panna cotta. Panna cotta means cooked cream in Italian, and is precisely a flavored heavy cream that is thickened with gelatin and then set in a fridge. Traditionally, it's flavored with either vanilla or some coffee. This one is flavored with an oolong tea. You can smell the cream in that. You're supposed to top it with this brown sugar boba, which was first introduced in 2017 by a Taiwanese boba tea chain called Tiger Sugar. If you want to learn more about it, check out my video here. If you're not familiar with boba, it's got just 3 ingredients: tapioca starch, brown sugar, and water. It's made into a dough and then cooked through. Brown sugar boba takes this process one step further, and after it's been boiled, it's cooked a second time in a brown sugar solution until it becomes this jammy, syrupy mixture. Project Boba says they cook theirs for about 2 hours. I'm gonna take a quick taste first of the boba. That's very delicious. Great consistency, a little on the softer side, which I kind of like. And the brown sugar's very distinctive in this. Okay, let's dig in. Look at that. That's a gorgeous bite. Ooh. Very subtle flavor of the oolong. Take another bite. That panna cotta has a really nice, firm, creamy texture to it. Has a bit of a custard quality. It's not overly sweet, so you almost forget you're eating dessert. The brown sugar boba goes really well with this because you need a little bit of that caramelly sauce on the top. Cuts the cream and gives it a little bit of sweetness. I can't quite decide, but I think I actually would prefer a little bit more oolong taste to this and a little bit more sweetness in the panna cotta. One recommendation that I do have is that every once in a while, stop and take a couple of bites of the plain panna cotta. The flavor of the oolong is really subtle, and sometimes it can get covered up by the sweetness from the boba. All right, moment of truth. I'm giving this brown sugar boba panna cotta dessert a 7 out of 10. Because the flavors are so subtle, there's this surprising sophistication to it. And despite the heavy cream, it's really light on the palate. Definitely recommend if you like the complexity of the flavors. But if you like things sweet and simple, I would get something else. They have salted cheese, milk teas, and fruit teas that might be a little bit more up your alley. Okay, I'm gonna get back to enjoying my dessert and this gorgeous view. Cheers.